Yeah, Doneasy TV is in your ears. So pay close attention. Relax, let me ease your mind. Sit back and recline, enjoy this ride. I'm about to get deep. You're now tuned in to Doneasy TV. Doneasy TV. What kept me out of major trouble living in the gang capital of the world? Los Angeles, California. Los Angeles, California. Women! Women saved my life. Let me explain. Story time! Yo! I'll never forget, man. I was living, born and raised on 75th between Vermont and Normandy. Nickel Block, home of the 8-Tray Gangsters, the 7-4 Hoovers. What kept me out of trouble? My mom moved. That's one step. My mom moved when I was when I was 13 years old. 13 years old, moved to North Long Beach. North Long Beach at the time where I lived, it was like closer to the city of Lakewood, so it was more suburban, you know what I'm saying? More suburbish. So the street I stayed on was Andy Street, a bunch of townhomes. Got over there, it was Mayberry to me. It was like, still white people living in the neighborhood, still white people living on the street. And it was a new experience for me. And that saved my life. That was one of the big moves. It saved my life. Fast forward, like within a year, that same suburban area turned into the hood. You had all kind of people, from LA, from Compton, from Watts, different parts of the east side of Long Beach, moving on this one street called Andy Street. Once you get that many people from different hoods in one area, it's gonna become a hood, dude. So what saved me over there was sports. I started playing football in the 10th grade. Started running track in the 10th grade. So, after, the sports is in your 6th grade period. So, man, by the time I get out of practice and all that, man, I'll be too tired to get into any kind of trouble. So that's one phase that kind of slowed me down and didn't get me in too much trouble. Fast forward. Then, I'm skipping one more area, but I'm not going to even go there. Then we move to the city of Compton. I moved to Compton when I was about 16 years old, man. 16 years old, I think I was in 11th grade going into the second semester. Man, by the time I moved to Compton, I already had my set of friends. And this is where I could have got more vulnerable because I'm in the hub city. That's what they call Compton, the hub city. I could have got in all kind of trouble in Compton. But you know what really saved my life? I had the best room in the world, man. I had a side gate that leads right to my bedroom door. It was like my own little apartment. Man, that room had its own bathroom and everything, dude. It had 2 doors. One door actually 3. It had 3 doors. One door, you can go in and out the den. One door out the backyard, and one door you can lead out to the side gate. Man, that side gate, man, saved my life. And when y'all keep saying, why you keep saying it saved my life? Because when I learned that I had a side gate, that means I can sneak girls in my room without my mom not even knowing. Dude, I had my own bachelor apartment as a young teenager, man. Shout out to my mom. She didn't know, man. Poor mom. Mom was just trying to make it comfortable for me. Thank you, moms. Thank you. But that changed my life, man, because I discovered the power of women. Yo, once I discovered what women possess and what they can offer and how they can make me feel, I'm like, why am I hanging around all these dudes? I don't need no help. Why I need all these dudes? So I'm like, wait a minute. Let me change my strategy, dude. That started off right there as a young teenager. I'm like, why am I hanging around all these dudes? Why I need to have them to get numbers? I can get numbers by myself. I can get my bug that I fixed up and cruise down Crenshaw by myself. I don't need nobody competing with me, that's sitting with me, and we trying to get at the same girl or liking the same girl. No, I can just get at her by myself and get numbers. That was a very important time in my life, man, because, out here, or I think anywhere across the nation, when you're a teenager, that's when you are able to cross over and graduate to the next level. And I never graduated the next level due to my love for women. And that same concept for the love of women has kept me out of trouble all these years to where now I look back at it, I'm like, why was I hanging around a bunch of dudes? You know what I mean? Why did I waste my time hanging around a bunch of dudes? What's fun about hanging around a bunch of dudes? It's cool to, get that male bonding and all that. But why would I want to be around a bunch of dudes when there's so many women out here? I just don't get it. Still to this day, I don't like to be around a bunch of men. I don't like it. Put some women, make it even, something. I don't like when there's a bunch of dudes because, for one, it's too much testosterone. For two, it's always some dude that know it all. For three, it's always a dude that's trying to be the leader or the bully or whatever, and I'm going to end up fighting them. So we just don't, I guess lions, when you got a bunch of lions, man, somebody got to be the king of the jungle, and I choose me. And yeah, so that saved my life. Women, I love y'all with all my heart, man. I love y'all because you guys always been there, always had my back more than anybody, for one. For two, you guys are just the most easy to talk to type of creatures on this planet Earth. Shout out to the women. And you know what? Shout out to my mom, dude. Shout out to my mother, man. My mother needs to get credit because she was the most important woman out of all the women. She set a good example. She laid down a strong foundation, morals and ethics. So shout out to my mother, man. Love you, Mom. Subscribe, like, comment to Don Easy TV. Yeah.